Hello everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Trying to figure out the music. If you can hear me okay, let me know. If the music's too loud, let me know. Alright, I'll get started in a second. Just figuring out my files. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna bump this up a little bit. 1 sec. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna go now. Let's shrink this down. Okay. Okay. Welcome everybody to Island Grove Studios. Today what we're doing is we're retopologizing a mini golf hole based on a 3D scan that I had done a while back. I think it was last summer. We did a bunch of 3D scans for this mini golf hole that we always go to, mini golf course we always go to. So I'm going to take that scan that we made, drop it into Blender, and we're going to retopologize and use it for the set of the movie. So here we go. This music's kind of funny. Here we go. Okay, we're inside Blender. Try that again. Okay, we're inside Blender. So first thing we want to do is import our scan. So I'm going to import it. It's saved as a JBL file. If I go into my Roland folder, I have a folder called Mini Golf Scans, and in here I think I have 1, 2, so 10 so far. I had more, but they were based on images rather than this app I have. The app I have is called I have it right here. It's called Polycam. There's a paid version, you can unlimited scans, but I think if you download it for free, you get like 5 or so scans for free, so you can just download it and try it out for yourself. But it works for lidar based phones. That works the best, but it also uses photos as well. So my phone doesn't have a lidar scanner, so I had to do the photo way. But what we're doing is we're just using it for reference, so we're not using the scan as an asset itself, just as a reference. So okay, so we'll start with the first one, I suppose. Why not? We'll see how many we can do in a sitting. I'm not sure how many we can do. What's with all these songs? Okay, import our photo scan, and right away it's pretty cool. It's pretty high detail. That's pretty, if you go into wireframe, it's pretty dense mesh. So it pumps out a really good quality scan. So if I go into texture view on this, it comes loaded with the texture already applied based on all of the photos that we took for the scanning process itself. Maybe I'll do a video on that when we do more scans in the springtime. Maybe I'll do a video about how I actually scanned the course itself, because this is just a basic pass just to get the overall shape of the hole. But I want to do one where we get a little bit better detail. I mean, we don't need it, but anyway. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna take off the bump information just because I don't need it. I'm just using it for reference. So shader, I'm just gonna disconnect the bump and just leave the color, because if I disconnect the color, it'll just be it's still attached for some reason. Maybe it's just cached probably, so we'll just leave it for now. Okay, so I want to take this scan And up here, I think. I'm gonna start it where the hole starts. Not all of the scans I have this much. Some of it's only like this area. We didn't scan the beginning portion, but we're gonna figure it out, and we'll just guess it. It's fine, doesn't matter. Okay, so we have the scan. I'm gonna line it up a little better on the Z. Okay. All right. So I want to take this, and I'm just gonna rename it reference, and then I'm gonna make it so you can't select it for now. Okay. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna take my cursor. I'm gonna shift, right click. It's gonna stick right onto the beginning portion of that hole. I'm gonna go into top view mode. Get rid of this. I'm gonna create a plane. Drop it here. Scale it on the x-axis. Okay. So maybe I should just do an overview first about why. So in order to use this as a reference for the movie, the mesh here is so dense that I won't be able to use this for the actual movie. It's too dense. So all of this geometry in here, I want to lay in a plane over top this to just get the overall shape of the hole, and then once I populate enough retopologized holes, I can create my own mini golf course for the movie. So we're creating the set, basically. We're starting to. So I take my plane back. I'll call this retopo, and then hide my so I can't select it. Okay, so I'm going to basically just trace and get the overall shape of the hole itself, and then we'll we'll worry about the other parts later. Okay, so I'm going to go into edit mode on this plane, select edges. I'm going to select this edge, and I'm just going to extrude it out along the Y. And I'm not going to go so detailed. I'm just going to get the overall shape for now. Make sure I'm put on individual origins, so when I scale up, scale like this, and we're just going to keep going along the perimeter. I'm going to add more edge loops here because there's a bit more. If I go into vertex mode, I'm just going to push these around a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm going too granular. I just gotta keep being general. Okay, here we go. Extrude, scale it a bit, rotate it a bit. I'm gonna follow with these edges. I'm gonna follow the basic curve of the hole. See how it's kind of curving, like these are angled a bit. That goes along with the flow of it. So I'm gonna extrude this one, rotate it this way, grab it, rotate it so it's kind of like it would be perpendicular to whatever edge is around here. So add another one here, move it over, rotate it a bit, scale. We're just going to place these. To double G, we'll slide it over. And I'm gonna even go under the rocks a bit, because there's still, if we hide this, there's still the turf underneath just a bit. It overhangs, these rocks overhang just a little bit. So I have modeled these just very general rocks that will go along the edge of this mesh that we're creating right now. I'll show you how to do that, but they're just basic like cubes that are shaped to look like these kind of trapezoid rock, whatever. So I'm going to hide this. So yeah, I'm gonna overlap it a little bit because there's a little bit of the rocks overhang the turf a little bit. So I'm gonna go a little bit outside. Not too much, just a little bit. That, because when we subdivide it, we're gonna lose a little bit of volume as well. So it'll be fine. Okay. This one. Now I'm going to extrude it up all the way to the end. I'm not gonna, the way I've been doing this is going scaling, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess I could and just, but you'll see why in a second. If I just do it this way, I think 4 is good. We space these out a little better. Now if I take these, extrude these out, even this one too, keep with the overall, and then if I grab just one of these, I can bring this circle back, circular shape back. It's still on camera. There's a lag, so I can't really tell. Okay. Guess I can add another edge loop there. Because this is going to curve out when we subdivide it, so I'm going to bring it up to like there, maybe. This one. I don't need to be so particular, but it's just how I am. So. And then I guess we could just, I could subdivide this and make it a true quad. Why not? Okay. Now that we have that, we can add an edge loop in here. Now it just goes up this middle part instead of it would fan out like this way if we did it the other way. So this way is a little bit better topology. So there is our shape from above. Oh, where'd it go? I think I deleted it by accident. That is our shape from above, but we don't have the slope. So also when I subdivide, here we go. And if I go to this in edit mode, and this is again, this we don't have to be exact. not just with the points that I'm pushing around, but you know, this mini golf hole can be different from the one that I scanned, just for reference for layout, basically. So there we go. This one I'll add an edge loop just here because it's squaring off. Maybe not. This better. Okay. All right. So now we have the general shape from up top, but it's not going. You see if we got rid of all these bushes and the logs here, or I'm gonna skip the logs for now and the rocks. I'm just gonna do the shapes of all of the mini golf holes for now, and also the sidewalk and all that stuff. All that's coming later. We're just getting the shapes of different mini golf holes for reference. So yeah, but see from a side view, you can't really tell, but it's going down a bit. It's not just flat like how this is. So what you can do is take this and add a shrink wrap modifier, select the scanned mesh. Oh, I have to make it clickable. Now you see it sticks to the exact scan that we have here. If I shut it off, you'll see now it goes down here just like the scan does, but we're getting a little bit of the rocks coming through. It's bumping it up, and then also over here. So we want to clean it up. We just want to get the overall curve. And even this I might not even keep, because I'll explain maybe at the end of this video. And even at the end of this video, I want to play around with some physics of hitting the ball through the mini golf hole that we do today. So basically, if we lay it flat, I can add a ground plane that will manipulate the hole. So however bumpy we make the ground, whatever displacement we add to the ground, it'll also affect the hole. I'll show that at the end. I'm not making sense right now, but I'll show you. So we're going to get rid of the rocks for now, just because it's messing it up in the reference. So I'm gonna go into edit mode. I could also add a decimate modifier to make this less geometry, so it's easy to work with, even though it wasn't really a big deal. So now you see it's much less dense. Now if I go to selection, circle select through ghost mode with vertex select, I'm gonna just select all the vertexes that were the rock, that make up the rock, and delete them. Now we have a hole, but it doesn't really matter, just because we just want to get that bump out of there. And then also for this rock, I'm gonna delete. Alright, so now if I go back, turn this back on, it should be a little cleaner. It's going over this log because it's originally up here. But if I bring it down beneath the log and then turn on shrink wrap, yeah, there we go. So it basically just sticks to the nearest point. So if it's up here, so if I turn it off, it's like it's way up here. So if I bring it underneath the log, it'll it won't affect it because it's sticking to the geometry underneath the log here. So that's what we're doing. Boom. Okay. Pretty good. So now, let me just check some real quick. Okay. So now if I hide the reference, now we're not getting those bumps from the rocks anymore. We're getting some from the, what is it? The rock here maybe, but that's fine. We'll take care of it. Oh, maybe it's from, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so. Oh yeah, that's also going to be helpful because right now what I'm doing is I'm adding a subdivision before the shrink wrap. So turn this back on. It's adding more geometry. So if I add wireframe to this, adding subdivision is adding the geometry like that. But if you add it afterwards, it's just going to smooth the overall shrink wrap effect rather than give that wonky effect that it was doing. So that's with it before, but it should be after. That was a mistake. Whoop. Now it's much more smooth. See? Now if we apply the shrink wrap modifier and I go into edit mode, I can take these. So right now they're not super even. It's okay that obviously it would be realistic to have it this way because all the ground would be super even, but for just getting overall shape, I want it to be clean just for now, and then we can fix it later on. So, oh, that vertex is way out of whack. Let's bring that back in. Bring it back up there. Okay. So if I take the edge, if I go into edge selection, take this edge, if I want to make it so it's perfectly the same distance from the ground, these 3 points, I can scale. Right now it's just scaling just from its origins. But if I scale on the Z and hit 0, it makes it perfectly flat. So if I do that if I do an extreme example, if I take this edge here, and I select these, and scale on the Z, you'll see as this goes to 0, if I hit 0, it makes all of these perfectly flat with each other. Perfectly flat. So I can just take these edges and go scale scale Z0, enter. That's perfectly flat, and I can just do that for all of these. And if you hit Shift R, it does the last operation. So I'm just gonna make these even. Oops. SZ0, enter. If I want to take all of these, you'll see all of these right here, even these ones here. See how they're not perfectly even, but if I go scale S0, boom, now it's flat as a pancake. Even maybe should be medium. No. Okay. Some of these got messed up, but we'll just slide them around. Trim back my reference. Now there's no shrink wrap, so now I can move this around more freely. And it won't be sticking to the geometry. If I go and turn this visibility to, no, viewport display in front. Now I can see through it better. Okay. Bring the overall shape back to what it was. Okay. Whoa, buddy. Let's keep that within reason. What I can do is add some supporting loops to this guy. How many should I do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do that many. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Cool. So now we've got, turn this off. Now you can see the curve. Go to side view. I don't know why these should all be, because I'm on global. I'm on meet. Okay. They're on the same Z, but they're just not. This one to this one. Yeah, they are. Okay. Alright. That's good. That's what we want. Step back so the frame better. Scale Y on the on zero does the same thing. Maybe I can do that. Well, for the straight ones at least, maybe. Getting picky about this corner right here. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we have the surface, we have the flat surface of the hole. Now what we want to do is make the bricks around the edge. Now the hard way to do that would be to lay brick by brick. Let me see, rotation. The hard way to do it would be lay a cube, make a cube or whatever, model your brick, model said brick. Oh, this is in front. I was like, why does it look so weird? Okay. Okay, so yeah, model the brick, and then, like I said, a little bit overhang, and then duplicate that. This is the not good way to do it, because then it would just take forever and it's not efficient. So efficiency is king. So what we can do is take our mesh that we made. I'm gonna create a loop here. Actually, I will after all. Okay, I'm gonna take our loop here, edge loop here, edge loop. Oh. I have to do that. It's weird. All right, I'll just select this one. Go down here, here to here to here to here, all the way around. So now we have the whole edge except for this one, because we don't want the brick to be here, just around the edge, the rest of it. So take our edge, we duplicate our edge, and then right click to let go, so it's in the exact same spot as it was before. So now if I go out of edit mode, oh, actually what I have to do is, so add my, let me start over. Take this edge to that edge. Select the perimeter. Duplicate the edge. Right click to snap it back, and then hit Alt P to separate, or P to separate by selection. Now if we go to edit mode, we have our just the edge around. So I'll call this edge. But what we want to do is convert this edge into a curve. So I can take my edge, go to object, convert to curve. Now we have a bunch of curves. Now what we can do is have one brick and array the brick along the curve. So, can you subdivide the curve? Yep. Well, let me do that. Okay, so I have a brick already made, so I'm just going to append that. Go to my library, brick edge, object. Now here's our bricks. Instead of just doing one brick, I did a series of bricks, and I moved the texture. If I turn on, well, let's save this. Let's call this, I learned from last time, right? I save this as Roland scan all 01. I'll just save this in the library too. Roland. Okay, if we go to shading view, Okay, we see our, we have a, I just have I had made a rock texture, and then you can see some seams in here. This is just basic for now. We'll add more detail and stuff later on, but these shaders are just tests. So instead of just going brick by brick, one at a time, we have some variation here as in the texture as well as the shape. So we have like a more triangular one, square, triangle, triangle, triangle. So it breaks up the texture as well as the shape, and it makes it look a little bit better. So what we can do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go back into that mode, solid view, because I want this to crash. I'm going to select this vertex and put my cursor on there, and then make the origin the 3D cursor so it's right on that one edge. Now I can take my bricks and snap it right to that edge as well. I might have to adjust the rotation and whatnot, but we'll see. So if I take this and I make an array, let's get the song, array modifier, and I bump this up to like 3, or I mean, well, just for now, like something else. You see, it's a whole bunch. But if we then take another modifier and select curve and select this curve, you'll see it's going along the edge, but right now it's super weird. And I wonder if it's because this is not scale, right? Oh, well, partly. Let's figure it out. Maybe it's the array modifier? No. Whoa. Z. Alright, so they're like, they're not gonna warp there. Let's try to rotate it along this way, 90, and then apply the rotation so it's 0. Let's try this. Maybe also because the origin is there. Ray along the Y, not the X, to like 10. Then we'll do the curve modifier. Oops. We're figuring this out. I don't know why they're getting squished like this. They shouldn't do that. Let me... I'm gonna bring it back to the world origin. Maybe because it has a... That's totally wrong. That's weird. I'm figuring it out. Let me bring this down to the ground. So now it's kind of like going under the ground for a bit. Maybe there's some weird stuff going on with this. This is a curve, yeah. Great. Doesn't need, yep. Okay, good. That's on the Y. Great. Oh, maybe this should have gone first? No. There we go. So now as I increase this, maybe if I... These are so weird. These ones on the edges are so odd. I don't know why. At least they're not getting stretched anymore. That's good, I guess. Maybe I should have... Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of the curve modifier for now. And I'm gonna make it mesh again, and I'm gonna subdivide it. That's probably why. Now, if I apply this, now it converted to a curve. Now it's got more curve points. Now, if I select the curve, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, so, okay, here we go. Now it's going, is it going along the edge now, though? Yeah, well, yeah, it will. Yep, okay. So if I crank up the array, however many arrays it takes, and actually if I should probably put the origin in the middle of this one. So if I select, yeah, see, they're just cubes that are just skewed and transformed basically. If I select, if I hit L, if I hover over this one and hit L, it just selects this one. Then if I select cursor to selected. Now if I make this the origin instead of this middle one, this will always be the end of the curve. This one will always go here instead of this one being here, and we'll have some hangover with these two. This one will be here. Let's check. See if I'm right. I'm wrong. Yeah, what the hey, man? Whoa. Oh. And then if I put this There we go. Now that it's there, oops. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Now this one will always be at the edge, and well, guess it doesn't matter too much anyway because I have to even it out anyways, like this. There we go. So now we have all the bricks going down the edge of the hole, but it's not lined up anymore because we moved it. If we just bring our plane down here. Here. There we go. Now if we look at it from the very front, the bricks are like midway through instead of like sitting on top. So, well, this is probably... So instead I can just bring these up in edit mode or on the Y. X. So they're on top rather than sitting in the ground so much. Whoa, 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 whoa. Poke through a little bit. Okay. Yay. Nice. So now we have the turn off floor. Yes. Got the hole with the curve and the edges with the bricks. Actually, I can make this. See the ground's poking through a bit, so put this back, and now we can see that it's going pretty much exactly as we subdivided the curve before. I think it's just once or twice. Once. Now it lines up perfectly. Great. So, let's save. We did one, and like I said, we have. Let me go back to my reference, and I'll select this just so I can line it up again. Checked 3D cursor. Okay. So now you can see that it's lined up. Well, it's actually kind of wrong. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't need to be exact. But if I take my edge, I think I can fix this. It's just this edge. Everything else, well, I take the edge and I take my retop out and I go into edit mode on both of them. Well, I think the best thing to do would be just to edit. I'm going to get rid of the edge curve so the breaks the bricks, hide the bricks, but I think I can just, yeah, I'm just going to fix this edge here. Fix this edge a bit. There we go. Now the shape is a little better. Now I can select back this. I'm just doing this again since instead of editing this and then editing the curved points to match it, I'm just gonna redo it because it's that much easier. Right click, P, separated by selection. Call this edge again. Apply my subdivision and then convert it into a curve again. Now select my curve again. Whoops. It's happening again. It's gotta be because you have to add the curve modifier. No, that's not it. Maybe it's because it's got to do array. That is strange, though. Oh, but that is why. Okay, let's try again. No, it's stretching it again. What the hey? We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Did last time, so. What I did was I converted it to a mesh and then I converted it back again. Did that work? Let's see. Yeah, that's so odd. Actually, what I'm going to do is add one more and then bring it down. Because the Roxo is... do they overhang that much? That doesn't really matter. This curve is not going at all how I want it. What's going on here? There we go. Gotta make sure everything's zeroed out. Otherwise it all goes crazy. I'm just gonna bring it back to 40. Okay. Then I'm so confused. How is this different now? What the heck? Well, I moved it over, but Okay. Okay. Better aligned now, so yeah. There we go. All right. So what I can do now is either keep going, doing more holes, different ones, or I could try some of that physics simulation stuff. Maybe I'll do another one, and let's just keep going doing these, and maybe I can stick through and do it at the end. How's everyone feeling tonight? Everyone doing good? Let me know in the chat if you're doing pretty good. Okay. So, okay, let's make this one. I'm gonna call this hole 1 ref. I'm gonna call this collection hole 01. I'm gonna bring the bricks out of here because I'm gonna use it for others. Hole 1 ref, edge. Hole 1 edge, and then I'm just gonna hide this for now. And well, I guess for now I'll just put it in here, duplicate it. Okay. Now, bring in another scan, import JBL. Let's see how many we can get through these tonight. I'm gonna guess maybe 1 or 2 more. Maybe I'll come back on tomorrow night. It's Friday night though, so probably not. Maybe this weekend I'll come back on and we can do more retopologizing. It's pretty fun. It's kind of relaxing. It's kind of like a puzzle. That's kind of what retopologizing. If you want a great retopologizing video, the Blender conference. I forget the fella's name. Let me see real quick. He's a guy that works at the Blender studio. He had a great live retopologizing session that he did at Blender conference last time, his last one, and it was really good. And he talks about how it's like a puzzle. Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it in the link below when I post the video, the shorter version of this. So, but if you search through the Blender channel, you should find it. Okay, so we have another one here. Bring it up just so the origin is at the beginning of it, roughly. Make a plane, Bring it up. Scale it down. Okay. Extrude it up, scale it up, extrude it up, scale it up. Let's this one goes uphill rather than the other one going downhill. Oh, this one also has a bank. This one's pretty cool. Kind of a bank on the right to the hole, so I'm gonna bring this up past it just for now, just so I can stay above and look through it. This area's a bit tricky, but let's see what we can do. Again, these don't have to be perfect because these are going to be subdivided. And there, it's going to lose. Is this even going under still? My goodness. This one doesn't really rotate, it's just kind of just straight, so I think if I just keep them straight for this one. And maybe extrude. Keep them pretty even. Doesn't really matter too much though. I don't like this so much. This looks gross to me. Now if I dissolve this vertex, solve that edge, now it's back to quads. Still pretty gnarly. But it's better, I think. Does this happen twice? Oh, that's fine. All right, that's generally the basic shape of this one. I subdivide this. Pretty good. So I'll help this one out by subdividing it again. But all right, that's good enough for now. Okay, so if I go and if I bring it down again, is there any rocks that's gonna mess it up? This log might, but we'll see. I want to get this in there, so I want to, if I apply this, is this enough? We might want more, but we'll see. We'll try it. We'll bring it down enough, so it's like roughly in the mid, whatever. Get a shrink wrap modifier, just like this. Shabam. Shabam. Now if I take there we go. So this one I don't want, like we're making it flat like before, but I want to keep these. If I did another one, yeah, save forehand. That's way too dense. So let's just go. Okay. Yeah, that's way too dense. I want to go back. Oh, we did shrink wrap. And just go. Well, let's try that one instead. I don't want them to be super dense. And that's just for reference anyway, so, well, these are for reference, but let's just try it like this. I think that's good enough. Apply that. Turn off. Call this hole 02. Hole 02. Retopo. All right, now if I take the edges, turn off the reference for now. I want to make at least these ones flat. Well, I want to keep this bank, but make everything else flat. I don't know. Yeah, see that bank there? I want to keep that, but make all of this flat, or at least whatever edge is going across flat. So, vertex, scale on the Z at 0. We're losing that bowl shape, but I don't know what the right move is. We'll figure it out. Because as I go along, it's messing it up. It's making it just kind of flat, which is what I don't want to do. And then I guess all of these come down to a point, so just want to keep these ones, keep this bank there. It's gonna look so weird when you go into see anything, it's just white. Okay. Oh, thanks. Let's Edit. Appreciate your support. Appreciate it very much. Follow along if you're so inclined. My goal is to share what I'm doing for my movie and inspire others to make their movies. YouTube is filled with tutorials and stuff, which is great, but I think a lot of more people need to take those tutorials and make something out of it, which is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, hopefully if you're working on something too, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Whatever you want to do. If you want tutorials, that's cool. I think this is fine. I want to cool. Good enough, I guess, for now. If I go into sculpt mode, I can use this tool called the Slide Relax tool. And if I turn on wireframe, see how some of these are all a little bunched up. But if I use the Slide Relax tool, it keeps, unlike the smooth brush that moves the geometry around, see how it's moving the geometry? I don't want that. I want to just relax the slides here so it doesn't, this tool doesn't change the volume, it just relaxes the loop slides a little bit. Not necessary, but just cleaning it up a little bit so it's a little nicer. There we go. Good enough, I guess. Turn on subdivision. Now what I can do is I'll do the edge again, just like I did for the other one. Take these edges, duplicate, right click, P, separate by selection. Rename this hole to edge. Turn on subdivision, apply it. All transforms. Then I'll go to object, convert to a curve. Now I can hide this. How big was my... Oh, this one's way bigger too. Does this do scale? I think the scale's all wrong too. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one's way smaller. Yikes! That's not to scale at all. We'll fix that later. That's okay. What I can do is I use the brick as a reference, and then I rescale the... So let's say like these bricks are the same size. I know this, let's say this one here is to scale and this one's too small. I can just take the bricks, line it up, and then set the origin. See how these bricks are smaller? Set the origin to be like here. And then I can scale on the origin until these bricks are roughly the same size. Which is like something like that. But I'm already started on that one, so we'll just do it later. Well, I don't know if I should actually. How long has this been going for? Hour and a half. We'll go 2 hours, see how we feel. What time is it? It's 11:30, maybe we'll go till midnight. Keep going. Well, let's figure out, okay, let's figure out which one is correct. Hole 1 or hole 2. Or more correct, I guess. So, turn off everything except for the reference. And I'm going to zoom in to here. So I know that, like I said in the last stream, a golf ball is 1.68 inches. So if I take a sphere, which is 0.14 feet, 0.14 makes it a golf ball size, because if I go into inches, 1.68. Deal with feet just because we're dealing with a mini golf hole. So if the ball went into the hole, I'd say that's pretty correct. That's the size of a mini golf ball to scale. So maybe it'd be a little smaller. The ball goes in the hole. Oh, 2 balls can fit in the hole at once, so that's probably pretty good. Yeah. So this one's probably better scale than this one. That's way too small. So I'm going to match the second one to the first one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because these golf balls are to scale. So I'll delete them. And I can hide hole 1 for now. Retopo. I don't want to lose everything I just did, so I'm going to get rid of my edge though. So I'm going to take my retopo and parent it to Control P to parent it to the reference just for now so I can scale it. Now I'm going to do the trick I just did before where I have my reference image, find a good brick to line up with. Ghost mode. Well, maybe not. Scale it up so we get roughly around the same size bricks. Makes sense, these are about the same size, right? In length. It's pretty close. Okay. So now hide reference 1 again. Bring it to the origin. Okay. Now we're to scale, but now I have to. All of these are messed up, so apply the scale. And I'm gonna separate, but if I clear the parent without it, oh, that's fine. It's zeroed out. All right, so I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna redo the edge that I lost. I guess I could have just kept it, but that doesn't matter. It takes 2 seconds. Select this edge, duplicate piece, separate by selection, call this hole to edge. Apply subdivision, convert to a curve. I'm going to duplicate hole 1 bricks. Call this hole 2 bricks. In reality, I'll figure out a way to, well, each shot's going to be optimized for each shot, so it doesn't really matter about, like if we have the, well, in the like big establishing shots where you can see a bunch of holes, there's so much obscured by bushes and stuff anyway that, you know, I'm not too worried about that. There's going to be a lot more worries about foliage rendering than these bricks, so that's the least of my concern, which is true. Take this out of hole 1. Now I'm going to go back before I converted that to a So I want to fix these ends. Okay, that's better. Right. Why are these guys? Why are these going on the inside? That's very interesting. Maybe because origin needs to be here. Kinda. But now. Yeah, I guess it's fine, but yeah, it's good. Don't need that many arrays, so I'm gonna drop it down to like 30, 35. Oh, 38 looks perfect, pretty much. Yeah, that's why. There we go. Bring it a little bit like that. Oh, that's why. It's because, yeah, I was doing this the other one. It's fine. Okay. Save. Well, saving these as hole 1, but I'm just guessing I just call these holes. Been silent for a little. How's everyone doing? Okay, we have another hole. Done. I'll call this a new collection. Hole 02. Place all these guys in there. I'll do, like I said, rocks, logs, sidewalk. The whole surrounding environment will come later. First step is to, like I said at the beginning, no, this part's messed up, it's fine, is to just get all the holes retopologized and lay them out and figure out a nice set how this should be laid up for the movie. So I'm going to scan more and we'll we're going to kitbash them. So like this won't be just a hole in the movie. I mean it could, but I'm going to take pieces from different ones and make them my own. So all right, let's bring in another scan. I think I have enough energy for one more. I think one more should do it. And then maybe some physics. Whatever, we'll see. I want to see what it would look like if a golf ball is hit down the hole instead of animating the ball, you know? Well, we'll see. Let's do one more, see if we can do that at the end. This one looks legit, so I think I might skip this one for now because it's extra busy. And I might shrink wrap as I go on this one. Well, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And that there. And this goes past, this starts like here. So, but I'll just start it here, I guess. Alright, so for this one I'm going to shrink wrap as I go. Maybe that would have been easier before, but let's do a shrink wrap modifier to this one. Oh, first, before I do that, let's scale it. That would be good to do. Just delete this for now. bring in hole 1 again. This is one to scale. These bricks look smaller. It's pretty close right there. I'm looking at these, they look like the same size right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, turn this back off. Now we have our size. Scale. Okay. Okay, add a shrink wrap modifier like before. And if I go offset it by like 0.02, negative 0.05. Oh, maybe not. Do I do project? No. No. Maybe I'll just do viewport display in front. It's a little easier. All right. And this is what I was worried about. Because it's like really wonky when it's like jumps around like this. It just like sticks to like any point, you know? That's not helping. Maybe like that's not helping. Maybe I need more geometry. No. Oh my god, it's so annoying. This is not very efficient. Let's just try this and then see if it slaps onto the green. Bring it in so it doesn't touch. And I can modify later. That could be better. Let's see. Just make sure it's green, not the rocks. You know? That's my thinking. So let's take these ones. Also take this mesh and get rid of this rock. That's pretty much the only one that would cause trouble. Okay. Let's keep going around here. I don't want to connect these ones because this is going here and that's going up there, so slide this one a bit over. Slide this one. Keep it on the green. For now. What is this guy doing? Okay. Let's see if this will stick enough without much more pushing and pulling. This one, I guess, could use another loop, maybe. Maybe this one here. Okay, let's see if that'll stick. Grab modifier. Yikes. Bananas. Let's see. Hey, that's better. Let's go to the ground level first. Yeah. Okay, you know what I can do even? Let's bring it up. And then these ones, I'm just gonna kind of match it. I know it might be obvious to some people, but like, let's bring these ones. Let's bring this up with proportional editing. Here. Oh my god, my. There we go. So it's kind of like that. Should go connected only. Yeah. Yeah, because if I did not connected only, these ones over here were getting affected. Yeah. It's connected only. There we go. So take this one and maybe. No, not those ones. What about just that one? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring these ones. Vision surface, but not solidify. Not helpful. Mm-hmm. Let's just go back. Undo. There was so much pushing and pulling, I don't even know where I was. Better. It's kind of a tough one because there's so much. This is so close. I wonder if I could just. I wonder if it would be easier if I could just connect these. Oh, not that way. New faces from edges. Oh, no. No. And you know what? Oh, you know what I should have done? This isn't it. I'm such an idiot. Let me start all over again with this, and I totally forgot about this. If I do... here... I think it's the shrink wrap modifier mixed with I forgot about this. If you snap to face project, and then I do, it'll snap to this. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. I was doing the stupid, well, all right, there we go. I don't know what the shrink wrap's doing. Maybe if I... now in front. Here we go. That's giving us the exact thing we needed. I don't know what the, maybe shrink wrap was for. It's part of this process as well. Can't really snap on this. I mean, would it be just beneficial to just work from here? It has a lot more. Well, no, it's not bad. Yeah, this is good. Oops. Yeah, okay, so I don't need this. This is fine. I'm gonna call this whole row 3 ref. Okay, now that I know that, it's gonna make a lot of these a lot easier, so glad I remembered. I got 2 people watching. How's everyone doing? Thank you for joining me tonight. Hole 03 retopo. Does it add anything? Okay, so this one's pretty good. A little easier than I thought. When I figured out, I remembered the snap to surface thing. Whoa. Get back there. Alright, let's try to well, let's whack. Maybe it's just so I can do this. It's not. All right, let's try that. I mean, it's pretty good as subdivision. Okay. I'm not gonna do the bricks this time because, well, I guess I could just do it along this edge. That'd be fine. Let's try that, I suppose. Let's do... Okay. Let's try... Let's go in here for a second, double check. It's good enough. Take this edge and this one and this one. Duplicate the selection. Call this I'm gonna start calling these curves, not edge. Three. The music go, what happened? There we go. Okay. Curve. 3. Okay, turn off the reference. Oh, I want to duplicate the bricks. Take the curve and hide the array for now. Bring this back to the origin. Ooh, not that. Select origin as 3D cursor, and then there we go. Snap that back. Now take the curve. A whole 3 curve, that ain't even a curve yet. Curve. Yeah. There's that one. We'll have to add the wood, bamboo. Well, that's not bamboo. It's just wood beams up here. We want to recreate this one from scratch, or from just like it is here, but for now it's fine. Also, this continues, like I said, this way. So actually, C0. All of these should basically be on the same. Something like that. Didn't start out that far back, but maybe I'll delete this one. Oops. I like about this far back, I think. Okay. And I want these ones. Well, maybe it was. Like that, maybe. But at the same time, these weren't. They're on the same level, though. Is this? Maybe something like that. It's probably. It's probably good. I'm just gonna add a solidify just for a second. Just make sure these are flat. These are all sitting on the floor. Yep. Except for these ones. All right, that's pretty good. Now, space these out a little bit. Okay. Redo the edge. Convert to a curve. And then Bring it to 40 and then bring this up because it's a bit of overhang anyway. There we go. Okay, and then put this back on subdivision. Can you edge crease? Okay. So far, so good. That was a tough one, but I'm glad we did it because this would be a cool one to put in the movie. But the other ones are pretty. I think this might be one of the hardest ones there is. Let's see how hard number 4 is, and we'll see how fancy. It's already 12:30. Oh goodness, it's two people still watching. You guys are little night owls, just like me. There we go. All right, let's see how crazy bowl number 4 would be. And then we'll get out of here. I'm not gonna get to the physics. I'll give a little demo, but I'm not gonna do what I wanted to do with the whole, because yeah, probably not. Import JBL 4. Oh, this one's cool. This one's got like a canyon jump. That looks pretty easy actually. Whoa, 5. That's pretty cool. That's good shape. Let's see. Number 6. Oh, this is the one with the river. This one's cool. And then let's just go through them. Oh, this one's gonna be a nightmare. Let's skip. Unless a really difficult hole, oops, would be really cool to have in the movie, I'm not gonna put it. I'm not gonna redo it. Like this one. Unless I want to have a scene with that specific set, I'll do it, but I'm just gonna stick to the basic ones for now. Oh, you can't get any simpler than that. I know what this one is. This one is pretty cool. It's got high walls on each side, like a mountain. Well, looks like a mountain if you're a golf ball, like this big. That's why this movie is gonna be fun, because it's like this. It's like Ant-Man. It's like this big. Everything's huge. All right, so let's do. I guess we could do number 4. It's pretty simple, and then we'll get out of here. I mean, this one's stupid easy. Also lining it up, like I said, with the other ones for scale would be good. It's pretty good. It looks the same. Yeah. Okay, let's make this canyon shape. Our knife tool. There. I'm gonna double it. And then slide these edges. I'll extrude them down later. I'll just worry about the face for now. I think if I just do that rock might be messing me up, but oh yeah, that's not gonna help with subdivisions though. I'm gonna go back. Where's my knife tool? I'm not gonna do the knife tool after all. I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, I guess I only needed. Oh no, I was right. What are you doing, dude? Oh no, I was wrong. Yeah. This one goes here. This one goes there. This one goes here. Okay. Alrighty then. See if I shrink wrap it, what'll happen. Yikes. I'm gonna do this method again, but if I separate this for a second. Doing these rock wall kind of things will be fun to do. Also, all these debris that builds up on the sides of the hole, kind of like these right here, will be fun to do. I'm going to use geometry nodes to scatter leaves and flowery bits along the edges mostly. And obviously some will pop up every now and then on the faces, like these right here, these sticks and whatnot. Whatever flowers and like leaves will have like the color palette of the movie, which I think is going to be, we're still figuring it out, but scattering all these objects on the ground, obviously in here, but on the, they get into the main course area. It'll be a lot of fun to do. Definitely. Oops. Okay. That's good for that one. This one we will ignore this part that's going to get messed up right now. And just focus on yikes, man. Goal of 4 ref. That's the same thing. Yeah, this method with the face is super handy. Face snapping. I'm just gonna delete these. So I can get this. And then, oops. I'm gonna do that. This one, that way. I'll just redo this. Okay. Apply this modifier. Yeah. This one's so basic, it's kind of pointless to even do, but. Okay. Let's rejoin these. Well, that doesn't have anything, that doesn't have anything, so Control J to join them. Now we have one mesh. Now I'm gonna do the bricks on this one and then just call it a night because that's freaking late. Duplicate my bricks. bricks 04. Whoa. This lock is on. Okay, let's turn on the... It's pretty good. I'm gonna turn this one, this one. That's a rock wall. So I guess I'll just stick to the program. Do this one and this one. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate these. P separate by selection. Call this one curve. Going to. I don't think I need to subdivide this one. Convert to a curve. Now, if I bring back my bricks. Curve 4 on the y-axis. Maybe because it's broken up, it's not working. It has to be one long curve for it to work. Because, like, these ones. Right. Yeah. It's going along the curve, and then as soon as it hits this one, it just goes straight to the normal of this curve. It doesn't keep going, so... I would have to either... Yeah, let's just skip it for now. It's fine. Save our progress. So I think let's review. Okay. Got hole number 1 that we made. There's one of them. Hole number 2. The mother of them all, hole number 3. Came up pretty good. And this one was kind of whack. So basic. But provides kind of a good reference point, I guess. That's something. Okay, so one of the things I said at the beginning was I'm not sure if I wanted to make them all flat. So when I go to make the terrain, like the ground of the like the earth part of the set, I could have that manipulate the waviness of the, because obviously when, you know, they put in a mini golf hole when they're constructing it, they just use the ground. They don't level. I mean, they could level it up, I guess, but you know, if it's a hilly ground, they'll use that. So what I meant by that was, let's take our first one and get rid of the reference. Let's just take the retopo, duplicate it, and I'll just use that as an example, so I don't have to mess with this. Okay. Okay, so let's say so you see that there's a curve here. If I wanted the ground to determine this waviness or whatever, because I mean, if this was like an Arizona or what, I don't know, Arizona, what's a flat region? Nebraska? It would look like just flat. So we scale everything on the Z by 0, like before. So now it's completely flat. See? Completely flat. No curvature at all. So now, since this has some geometry in it, I can take this flat one, call this flat. Then I'll take another plane, make it much bigger, as if this is the world. Like this is the mini golf course. Okay, it's getting much bigger than that. Say this is the mini golf course, the whole thing. This is just one hole, obviously. Subdivide it. Good amount. Add a subdivision. Add a displace modifier with a new texture of a cloud texture. So it's all bumpy. And that's like 3 in the scale of our cloud texture to be like pretty wavy. I'm just using this as an example, right? Let's turn down the depth. Okay. Let's say this is our ground, right? I can take this, and then if I apply a shrink wrap modifier to the mini golf hole, let's call it, well, let's do random colors so we can see a little better. Huh, nice. Then I can do a, so you can see this is flat if I do shrink wrap to the ground. You see that now it's driving. If I do this opposite of that, now this is driving the curvature of the hole. Obviously this is crazy, right? So if we bring it down to like, so this is driving the curvature, not the geometry. Like this one has a curve to it naturally from the scan. Like this is based on the scan, you know, that that this has a hill. That's just part of the earth. So same thing. Instead of having the curvature baked right into the geometry of the object of the hole itself, it can be driven by the ground. So it can, that means we can modify the ground as much as we want, and the hole will automatically, you know, update to the ground. And I don't know if this is a good method, but I'll just keep it the way it is in the geometry for now, and I can always flatten it later. All right. I think that's pretty much it for the night. It's 1 a.m. 2 people watching. Who is up right now? Okay. Displays. I'm going to delete all of these things. Oh, and then the other thing I was gonna do was the physics thing. I'll do that real quick just because it's kind of fun. Even though I keep saying I'm gonna go to bed. We'll make a plane. Scale it on the Z, XYZ. Scale. I'm gonna make a sphere. Size of a mini golf ball, 14 feet. Alright, we have our golf ball. Now we need a golf club to hit it. That's how the physics is going to work. Apply the scale of that. Let's make a cube. Scale it. Whoops. Okay, go in edit mode. I could just input our club that we made last week, but that would just make too much sense. Plus, this is much more basic geometry, so it would probably be better. Bring the origin of this to here because we want to animate this. Okay, so make sure everything is good. Scale of 1, Scale of 1. With physics simulations, you want to make sure all your scales are at 1 in rotations and stuff, because that would mess up the simulations. 1. Oh, this one's bad. Okay. I'm going to bring in timeline. And then I'm going to keyframe rotation here. Let's start at 5. 5, let's go like 10. Bring it up. Rotation, another 5. Like we're hitting the golf ball. Let's play it. Wow. We're gonna get stupid with it. We'll mess with the just a little bit. A nicer swing. That's good. Good swing. Okay. Now, here's the fun part. We're going to take the ground. So now if we play everything, nothing happens. Well, let's go back to our timeline. Boom. Nothing happens. So if we go to the ground, go to our physics tab, select rigid body passive. We're going to select... Oh, we're going to also make the collision shape mesh. We're going to take that sphere, rigid body, active, no, passive again, with a collision shape of a sphere. Now if we play it, nothing happens, but if we bring it up, oh wait, we want it to be active. Okay. Now falls to the wait. It's not hovering anymore. That's good. So it just falls to the floor. But now yep. Now if we take the club, rigid body, active, but click on animated, and we also make this mesh, it should hit the ball. Let's try it. Ready? Oh wait, oh, it's hovering. Hey, look at that. Hold on, let's try again. Shoot, where'd it go? Oh, That's because when we drop it, it's like right there. Well, let's not drop it as high either. All right, let's check it out now. There we go. And then it just falls off the edge of the earth. So I might utilize this method for some shots because animating a ball rolling down a mini golf course. But there will be a lot of shots like that too, but some shots I might just want to simulate and just have the camera follow it and just see what happens. That could be fun. Because when the ball, like besides Roland would mess up with his glasses, which is part of the story, but the other balls are just spheres, so I can replace their rigs and whatnot with just a ball and just follow them being shot down the mini golf course. That could be kind of fun. So let's see what it looks like from this angle. And if we make some edges like these rocks, this is what the rocks would be doing, right? So if these are just barriers, and if we make this mesh, pretty good. I don't know why it curves like that. That's kind of weird. It goes, oh, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, cool. That's pretty much it for today, guys, I think. Now that I got messed up. Let's try that again. Cool. Alright, thank you guys for watching for tonight. I think next time we're going to continue retopologizing some more mini golf holes. And we're going to get into characters and stuff soon. I'm really excited about that. Obviously the first one will be Roland. But for now, we're going to keep going with the environment and some props. So we're going to be doing that for a little bit. And so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.